So let me just say that y'all asked some really cool questions. I honestly should not have picked as many questions as I did because I know that that means that this video is going to be, or it's probably going to be multiple videos, I don't know yet, but that means that the video is going to be long. So I'm going to try and like just run through the questions really quickly. I want to answer them thoroughly, but at the same time I want to get to as many questions as I can without it being an hour-long video. So yeah, here we go. Adrian, what is your top 5 anime? And I feel like my top 5 would change every day, so I'm not even gonna do that. I can tell you some anime that I've watched and really like. I love Attack on Titan, Blue Exorcist, Kill la Kill, Project K, we have Parasite, Seraph of the End, Fate Stay Night, like all that shit, My Hero Academia, it just goes on and on and on. So I don't know how to pick top 5. Adrian, tell us some little known fact about you. That's hard to... Okay, when you meet me in person, I'm more shy and then I open up, even though people expect me to be like on 100 just because of my videos, but like my videos are like 10 or 15 edited minutes of my personality, or some parts of my personality. So yeah, that's one thing. I dated a guy this year for a couple months. We ended on a good note. I don't know if I said this already, but I've been playing the piano since I was 5 years old. Does that count? I feel like I said that. How are you as confident as you are in today's climate, and how do you become unapologetically Adrian? That is I feel like I get that a lot. Honestly, the confidence came from being stifled. Like, it came from not being able to express myself for a long time. And so once I was given the space and opportunity to do it, I just started doing it and didn't look back. I feel like I have no choice, honestly. It's like either be yourself fully or just be silenced, and I refuse to do the latter because I know what it feels like. What would be your advice for someone looking for a fresh start after going through several disappointments in life so far? This is a tough one for me because I know what it feels like to just fall on your face 10,000 times and people are just like, well, just get back up again. It's like, girl, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you simplify it, it's just like, do I sit here on my ass and let life pass me by, or do I continue to just keep trying? And as uncomfortable as that, you take as much time as you need to like cry and get all those emotions out, but at the end of the day, you know, even while everything else may seem hazy, you know, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 decisions. Are you gonna sit there or are you gonna get up? I was asked, do you plan on having kids one day? Absolutely hell no. We can move on from that question because I do not want those parasites. Do you have any advice for people that want to start a YouTube channel in 2020, and what's the best way you saw your channel grow? I would say find something that you like to talk about, something that you're passionate about. Stay true to who you are and be consistent, and also understand that YouTube ain't as fun as it seems maybe from the outside looking in, but I feel like I'm honest enough and open enough about how YouTube treats its creators for y'all to know, for that not to be a surprise to anybody, but like behind the scenes, YouTube can be garbage when it comes to creators. So I would just keep all of that in mind. And you also asked, as an artist / content creator, how do you overcome the fear of putting your content out and stepping in front of the world to be known? It's scary putting your face out there for the world to see. That's a really good question. On the days that I feel like, because there are days where I wake up and like, damn, I feel anxious, and then on top of that, you got a camera in your face and it just puts all of your, I don't know, people know that when they look in the mirror, they see things about themselves they don't like. So you got a camera in your face that's just highlighting and putting all your flaws in HD definition. So it is terrifying. But I just try to focus on how I felt as a young kid watching YouTubers live their fullest life and thinking that I would never be able to do that. And so hopefully just focusing on the encouragement that I hopefully bring to other people, and just knowing that there's someone who benefits from that. And so that's how I try to push through it. But I'm not lying to you and saying that, oh, every day is a walk in the park. No, there are some days where I'm like, oh my God, like I want to hide. But I just focus on the benefits. Someone asked, what's the best thing that you feel that you accomplished? And for this channel, do you feel like you're growing for your viewers? This channel keeps getting better and better. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wow, best thing I feel like I've accomplished? I don't know. I feel like I haven't accomplished my best thing yet. I mean, I got my master's, my fave noticed me and flew me out. I've spoke at the International Baccalaureate Conference. I'm writing ebooks and podcasts and shit. I don't know. Like, it's just, I feel like it's a lot to pick from, but also I feel like there's so much more I need to do. I want to make my mark as a writer, as an author, but I don't even know how to even, like, for TV shows, books, all that stuff. I don't know, I think words are my passion. I think I'm good with words, so I'm trying to capitalize on that. And as far as growing for my viewers, I feel like mentally I'm growing a lot for my viewers. YouTube as a company to me is kind of shady and shaky, so I want to grow more things outside of YouTube. That's currently where I am with that. What was the writing and self-publishing process like for your book? I'm currently writing my own, and I want to know how other authors, specifically newer ones, are going about it. So writing Zeraxia, Wrath of the God King, which you can find on Amazon, was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And I say that just because I had to remain self-motivated to write these chapters. Some of the things that I wrote in there were pulling from life experience that were very emotional, and it was just hard to create this whole world, fantasy world on another planet with magic and stuff. It was very difficult to sit down and figure that out. And now that I look back at it, I can see so many things, so many ways. It's a really good story, but so many ways that it can be improved. And so the hardest part is just sticking to it, and the self-doubt will eat your ass up. It will tear you up. So just sticking through it, writing it, formatting it for Amazon, and uploading it, and reaching out to a beautiful artist, Isaiah Webster, who created the artwork for my ebook. So it was just organizing, prioritizing the things that needed to be done and getting them done. That was really, really difficult. I just wish that I really want to have like a lit agent so I could just focus on only the writing part, like the creative part of it. Don't have to worry about no artwork or business or uploading it to Amazon or, you know, formatting it. I don't like all that stuff. I just like to create the story. So hopefully one day that can happen. The process was hard, but it was rewarding when I saw the finished product. What did you major in college, and how was your overall experience? So I went to FSU and I got my undergrad in sociology, and I got my master's degree in professional communication. I mean, it was a cool experience for the most part. Like, socially it was cool. I went through a lot of very painful situations in my college experience that still affect me today, but I love learning. I hate school. Love learning, hate school. Like, I hate the rigidness of school. The end of grad school was really tough for me. I remember like about to break down, like, girl, I can't do this shit no more, all these tests and shit, but I did it. Do you ever see yourself in education, like as a lecturer or professor in your domain? I don't know. I guess I could. I was like a tutor and also a TA when I was in college. So I'm sure I'd be good at it. Maybe as I get older, like around the age that people normally retire, I can just mostly do like speeches or lectures or something like that, but I just have to chart a pathway to get to that. I don't even know. Honestly, it feels like what I'm doing right now, it feels like it happened by accident. So it's difficult to kind of chart a way forward. But I'm working on that. I'm working on that. What gives you anxiety in your everyday life, and how do you deal with it? Sometimes I can get anxiety for no fucking reason. I can be sitting here and just be freaking out, and I have to ask myself, like, sis, what are you actually freaking out about? Is it so that's nothing can give me anxiety? Feeling overwhelmed, feeling like I have a lot on my plate or a lot of things to do, feeling unprepared, uncomfortable emotional situations, confronting my own emotions. Sometimes when I feel either incompetent or just out of it in general, getting in front of the camera can give me a lot of anxiety. How do I deal with it? I just try to, some days I'm not successful with dealing with it. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Some days I'm not. But you know, when I am, usually what works is just zooming out and putting everything into perspective, because I'm a very like detail oriented, and just I can miss the big picture by focusing on things or outsizing things. So just like taking a step back, putting things into perspective, calming my ass down, and doing what needs to be done. That's usually what works for me, but it's easier said than done, honestly. When did you realize you was gay, and how was your day? Well, my day was, my day's okay. I've been recording a lot of videos for you guys to have over the holidays, so it's just been a lot, it's been busy. But when did I realize I was gay? Like elementary school. But it's crazy because I didn't even know what to call it. You know what I mean? That's why the hatred for gays is so crazy to me, because I'm like, you will have gay people hating themselves before they even know what gay is. Like, it's so heartbreaking. But yeah, like elementary school, I had a crush on this kid named Daniel. Were you a fan of Destiny's Child first or Beyonce? Also, do you follow any other members' solo careers other than Queen Beats? Oh my goodness. So I was not, the only reason I was not a fan of Destiny Child was just because the only music I was allowed to really listen to was like Christian Christian rock and shit. I didn't even know what pop music was until like middle school. Like it was just, I didn't know. I just was not allowed to consume certain media. That's just it. I was raised in a very strict environment. So once I found, the first time I saw Beyonce for real was at the end, like the bonus features of the Pink Panther movie, and she did Check on It, and I lost my mind. I think I was watching it at my grandma's house, and honestly I was scared that my family would walk in on me watching it because she was dressed real, you know, Beyonce, and twerking her ass around, and because at that point they would not have known that I wasn't like sexually attracted to sis. I was actually wanted to dance like sis. But I was definitely a fan of Beyonce first. I see what the other girls are doing, but I don't follow them as closely as I follow Beyonce. I'm rooting for Kelly and Michelle though, the talented queens, sis, you know?